Well, it was discovered way back in 2013 at the Consumer Electronics Show out in Las Vegas, where all the new cool products are introduced, and it almost instantly became an award winner. It is literally has 23 global patents. It is unlike any other sleep system out there. It's called ReST, and it really does offer something unlike anything. It's a patented pressure sensing technology to give you comfort and support while you sleep. Check this out. The National Sleep Foundation's Sleep Tech Council has awarded the Sleep Tech Award to ReST in recognition of ReST's descriptions and representations of the advancement of sleep health. The NSF Sleep Tech Award recognizes and encourages initiatives toward innovation in sleep technology, and this will take your sleep to a whole new level. It offers customized pressure points. It is a smart bed. In fact, I'm gonna make my way around to the other side of the bed because I wanna show you. There is a tablet, or you can use your phone to be able to customize the pressure points that you're gonna be able to enjoy throughout the night. Because all of us toss and turn and sleep in different positions every single night, and this is going to adapt to your body's needs every single night. As a matter of fact, take a look at this tablet. I'm gonna show you while I sit on the bed. It shows you the pressure that was just placed on the mattress exactly where I just sat. Now I'm gonna move a little bit and you're gonna see the pressure changes until now. Obviously, you can see where the heavier parts of my body are. Well, that's the beauty. It doesn't happen once, it happens throughout the evening. All night long while you're sleeping, it adjusts to the side, to your back position, whatever position you prefer. So there's a lot we're gonna talk about. There's a ton of information. I've been just like so focused and obsessed with understanding this new bed and this technology that I can't wait to share it with you. Before I get into all of that, I wanted to let you know, this is the very first time that we have ever offered this brand, and we're coming out of the gate strong with the Today Special price that will save you. Yes, it's an expensive bed, but it's worth it when you hear all about it. It's going to save you, based on the size you're getting, between $600 and $2,600 by getting it at HSN. This is the place to get it. We will share all the details. We have all sizes with the Twin XL, the Queen, the King. There's a Split King, which is really interesting. Then my favorite is the Split Top King. We'll show you the differences and explain everything about it. But keep in mind, these are one-day only prices, only at HSN. It includes your shipping. There's no charge to ship. This also has, by the way, 18 months of financing if you have an HSN card. This is such an incredible opportunity. Normally, if you have an HSN card on big ticket items, we can do a 12-month financing, but this is 18 months. That breaks down your price points to somewhere between, about $200 to about $400 a month, depending again on the size. So there's 5 flex on any major credit card. Of course, we do that, but there's 18 months with HSN card holders. So free shipping, and it's white glove delivery. You don't have to worry about a single thing. It is actually fully assembled, by the way, unlike there's another brand out there, we all know what it is. That's kind of like you get about 2,500 pieces and you have to kind of figure it out on your own, from what I've been told. I have several friends with that bed. This comes basically fully assembled, and a technician or two actually will come and get the whole thing set up for you. So there's peace of mind in that. First and foremost. There's also going to be the option for you to do both the bed and the adjustable base. Later on in the show, we'll talk about if you just want the mattress because you already have an adjustable base. Maybe you have a different mattress before that you weren't as thrilled with that you thought you might be. You could put this on top of that adjustable base, as well as any other type of base. We'll get into all of that as well, I promise. Like I said, there's a wealth of information that we want to share with you tonight. But if you want to do yourself a favor, think about getting this bed tonight. It's a smart bed. It is literally adjusts to your body based on your weight, your sleep partner's weight, your position. You know, as we change in our lifetime, sometimes it's gaining weight, losing weight, sometimes it's going through an injury or rehabilitation. Sometimes your shoulder needs less support or more support. It doesn't just adjust once. It adjusts continually throughout the night, every single night for the rest of your life. So as a matter of fact, here I am. You can see where my pressure is, right there where I'm sitting. Now let me try to move, and you can see if I move to the side of the bed, it's going to do that. If I lay down like this, it's going to show you not only where I'm sleeping in the bed, but it's gonna, I can adjust the pressure points too. There's 3 modes. I know, there's a lot to talk about. There's 3 different modes that you can use. One is a manual mode, one is auto mode, and the third one is my favorite mode. I'm gonna double check. It's called position mode. That's the one that will really truly adjust every single nuance of your body throughout the course of your night's sleep. So with that being said, I'm ready to get into it, because this is not your typical coils and layer upon layer of different materials to create the support that a mattress provides. This is a whole different ball game. A whole different ball game that starts with this beautiful gel top layer of this memory foam. It's cool. It is instantly noticeable how soft and cushy it is. But if you want it a little firmer, you can make it a little firmer. If you like it soft and cool and smooth, you can keep it that way, but you can adjust your side of the bed, and so can your sleep partner. By the way, the bed that's out here with us tonight is the Split King. 2 separate beds. This is basically 2 twin XLs, and that is one of the options, as you'll see right there. And this displays really what the difference is between the Split King and the Split Top King. The Split King is fantastic. The King, as you can see, it's the same dimensions, but it's just a matter of one big, mattress or 2 separate. Now, the one on the far right is the one I'm most interested in tonight, because I'm seriously needing a new bed for my own personal reasons. And the Split Top, as you can see, it adjusts from basically the, top half of your body up and down. So if you wanted to, say, adjust your head upwards so you can read at night or watch a movie at night while your partner is sleeping in a horizontal position, that is an option, of course. That's why I think that Split Top King is really pretty darn brilliant. But this is really advanced sleep technology. Customers are drawn to ReST as a solution to a problem, and this will adapt to your body's needs, and it will adjust automatically based on your body pressure. It does all the thinking for you. And who's gonna do a lot more thinking with us tonight is the Director of Strategic Marketing, the gentleman who led the development team to this incredible creation. His name is Nate Wells, and he is joining us from Atlanta. It's so nice to see you, Nate.
Hi, Callie. Thanks for having me, and welcome to the world of the ReST Smart Bed.
Exactly. Like I said at the intro, this is a whole different world of sleep technology. And yes, there's a competitor out there that we all know of and heard good things and bad things and all of that. But there's so many differences between ReST and the other guys out there. And I think we should really kind of elaborate on some of those, if you don't mind. I wrote some notes down when we met earlier today. I think the automatic adjustment is one of the big key differences, which I'll have you elaborate on, in addition to the multiple air zones. It's an air system with 5 different targeted air zones within the mattress. Those are 2 starting points. Do you want to go from there?
Yeah, definitely. And I think, just talking about how is the bed adjusting? So it is an adjustable air system. And what makes this bed truly unique is that it's offering individualized firmness control from head to toe for each side of the bed, for each sleeper. And so it also breaks that into the 5 different body zones, as you just mentioned, Callie. So having pinpoint control of just the shoulders, just the lower back, just the hips, allows every single person to fine-tune the bed exactly to where it's perfectly comfortable for them based on their comfort and support needs at that moment in time. And that's what really sets the bed apart.
Absolutely, great point. And I know we're going to be showing throughout this presentation how's it going back there? This is the live show this is reality. As I told you, Nate, this is reality at its finest. Thank you for covering up whatever was down there. But I know that we got to see the best side of you tonight. No, I'm just kidding. But Nate, I know you've got somebody joining you from your studio too, to kind of go through all the different zones in the body and just show how, in real time, how it adjusts. I can feel it as I'm sitting on it and laying on it. I'll let you elaborate on, I think you have Sarah joining you up there, right?
Yeah, so we have Sarah here, and she'll step into the shot. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And so you can see as Sarah sits on the bed, we have this tied to the interface here on this iPad. And so again, you can see the colors just as we saw the colors on your mattress there in studio down in Florida, Callie. Sarah's pressure is live for this side of the bed here as well. And so that's a real good indicator. This is real-time pressure detection. There's about 2,000 points of pressure for each side of the bed that it's detecting in real time. And the beauty of that is having the real-time pressure readings allows the system to make those intelligent automatic adjustments that you were speaking to. Every adjustment, no adjustment happens by accident. Every single adjustment is deliberate, and it's based on the real-time pressure reading. The system knows where there's too highly concentrated pressure, where there's possibly not enough support. So it knows which zone needs to be adjusted based on that real-time pressure, whether that's a firmness adjustment, whether that's a softening adjustment. And to your point, it's gonna do that all night long while you're using the automatic function of it.
Great. I mean, to my knowledge, there's no other bed out there in the marketplace. I mean, with any name or any price that has all those targeted, individualized zones. I mean, the other guys, I mean, I'm not going to disparage, but I'm just pointing out differences here tonight. That's really my job. The other guys just, you know, it's like you feel, I guess you adjust it to what you like and then it stays that way. If you wanted to adjust it throughout it's such a different ball game. And as a matter of fact, Nate, when we were talking earlier, I know that the founder of the company, Robert Gould, has been called in different media articles as the godfather of pressure sensing technologies. He was an MIT grad, and you know, for good cause. I mean, there is just no other system out there. And again, if you're just tuning in, we'll go through this again. There's a lot of information to absorb here, and I realize it's a considered purchase. But in my years of being at HSN, in my years of selling mattresses and all kinds of things, I have never been more impressed with a product than I am with ReST. This is really exciting to be offering it tonight. And keep in mind, as we go in through the information, yes, they're expensive, but our savings today are significant. You're saving between $600 and $2,600 today. I mean, that's off of the retail pricing, and is only today. So it is something to seriously consider and talk to a partner if you need to make the mutual decision together. Okay. But keep in mind, there's 5 flex or 18 months to pay this off. So you'll get it delivered. We'll talk about the whole delivery process as well, because it's really all about you. It's all about your sleep health. It's all about you and the convenience of getting this put into your home. It will be set up for you. They will call and set up a time for when it will be, you know, delivered for you. So we'll talk more about that in a moment. But I think it's important too to talk about the air chambers that are inside. I mentioned earlier, Nate, this isn't like the typical coils and springs and layers of different materials. There are air chambers, and this is all part of that whole patented system. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so the air chamber system is real unique because, again, it's been designed, as you see on the graphic there, the 5 distinct zones. And, you know, some are smaller, some are larger, depending on the part of the body that they're allocated for. You know, the lower back lumbar section is a real important section that people really need pinpoint and precise settings for at times. You know, the hip section is larger than that lumbar section, for example. So when you go head to toe, the design of the air system is critical for providing people the comfort and support needs, you know, that are necessary.
And how it works is pretty interesting too. It's an app. I mean, obviously it's a free app. You can use your phone or a tablet. Would you mind going through this portion as well?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. It's a free download. The application's available. I've got my iPhone right here, but it's available for Android as well. It's a free download from the App Store or the Google Play Store. And it's pretty simple. Each mattress emits its own Wi-Fi signal, which is very easy to establish a connection to with a couple quick provisioning steps when you first download the application. And then from there, if you can control a smartphone, you can control the bed pretty easily. It's very intuitive, the features and functions. And again, it's not like you have to interact with the app constantly. The idea is that the bed works automatically. So once you establish your preferred settings, the bed really does the work from then on.
It's so crazy cool. Then I wanted to share with you, of course, there's different modes and positions that you can set. The automatic, the manual, and the position mode, which is kind of the hybrid.
Yeah, exactly. So speaking to the three modes, so the most simple would be manual mode, where you can, select your preferred firmness across all 5 body zones. Automatic mode is also fantastic because that allows the bed, as we discussed earlier, to do all the work on your behalf. You don't have to do anything. You just set your overall firmness. Do I like a firm mattress, a soft mattress? Okay, set. And then the automatic adjustments triggered by your body position changes will happen relative to that overall firmness preference you selected. We've also been kind enough to include a sensitivity tuner where you can make the bed more or less sensitive on a 1 through 10 scale to your movements. You can make it very responsive to movement or not as responsive to movement based on your personal preference. So we try to make it work for everybody.
And what I think is so fascinating is that it's based on real-time pressure sensing. Real time, in the moment. If it's 12:52 a.m., it's feeling your body and your adjustments as you sleep. I mean, none of us stay in one position all night long. This bed adjusts with you in real time. Nate, you made a great point when we met earlier today about how over the course of our lifetimes, our bodies change. It's not just about gaining weight or losing weight. Sometimes we go through issues. My partner had a terrible accident a year and a half ago, and there are nights he can't sleep on his shoulder because it's just so sore. This can adjust to that as well as just the natural, S-shaped design and of our spine. So I think it's just so incredibly advanced that it can meet each person's individual sleep needs based on what's going on in your life and your day and your anxiety or whatever you've got going on in your life. It is kind of like that little, that little comfort, that's security blanket that we had when we were growing up as kids. The whole real-time pressure sensing is phenomenal to me. Another really cool thing, Nate, that I would love to talk about is this modular design, because it's unlike any other mattress I've ever seen. There's a zipper here for a reason. Would you mind telling us about it?
Yeah, so the mattress, under this piping, there's a zipper which gives you access to all the internal components of the bed. There it is on the close-up shot right there. And so what that means is, over time, all foam is going to deteriorate over time. There's no magical everlasting gobstopper of foam that just is totally resilient. Okay, so what we've done is we've given the user access to these internal components so that instead of having to replace your entire mattress after 6, 7, 8, however many years, you can just replace a single component, which saves you money. So it really can be a mattress for life in that sense.
I'm gonna do something really cool. I'm in the studio here and I'm gonna go, you feel so many neat things underneath you. But I'm holding a remote control. Now this is for those of you who are getting the mattress with the base. This is our main option on the screen right now. You can see how I can lift the base or my feet if I need to. Lately I've been having feet issues, so this feels really good to elevate my feet. But the mattress is doing it with the adjustable base that you see underneath me. This is what the option we're talking about here is the mattress with the base. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I can, with this is your remote that deals with the adjustable base. The rest of the mattress, you can adjust the smart bed with your tablet or your phone. So it's pretty amazing that way. Now this, I'm gonna go ahead and lift the backs up too, because if I wanted to lay in bed, watch how I'm gonna just be automatically elevated so I can sit up in bed. If I need to just sleep in this position because I've got some, lower back pressure and it's just more comfortable to raise my head a little bit, I can do this while my partner stays in a zero gravity position if he'd like or she'd like. And I could also, adjust the feet up if I wanted to as well. So it's really cool to be able to do that. I realize that's something that, you've seen in the marketplace before, but it just is completely adjustable. And I'm gonna show you this remote. There's 3 different modes here in addition to the feet and the head that go up and down. There is, what does it say? Zero gravity, there's flat, and then there's an anti-snore mode, which, boy, that's a buzzword for a lot of people watching tonight. I think this is an important part as well because it's 2 separate things. The base adjusts separately and the mattress, that's the smart bed part of this in that it adjusts to your pressure zones independently of the base. So I hope I did justice to explaining how that all works, Nate. Is there anything else you'd like to share about it?
Yeah, well, the great thing about the adjustable base is using them in conjunction with the rest bed, they really complement each other because, as you're mentioning, articulating either the foot of the adjustable base or possibly the head of the adjustable base if you want to sit up in bed to watch TV or to read a book. As you articulate that base underneath you, that's changing your body's pressure against the surface of the bed.
True.
It's changing that in real time. And so when you think about that, that's going to trigger the bed to make an adjustment as necessary. So regardless of the angle of the adjustable base underneath you, it's always working in tandem with the smart bed. So the adjustments have kind of gone, I like to say the adjustments have gone from 2D to 3D in a sense, when you have the adjustable base triggering the mattress to make its surface adjustments.
Great way to describe it, going from 2D to 3D. I am so in love with this bed. Oh my gosh, what a night to invest in your sleep health. After everything we've all been through, and so hopefully you've been sleeping more because most of us, being stuck at home for so long, hopefully sleep has been, on your list. It's one of my favorite things, but quality sleep is what matters. And I've never, ever seen a bed or heard about a bed or considered a bed or have friends with a bed with these kinds of advanced technologies. And that's what ReST, the company, the innovator, has done. It may be the best little secret out there because, ReST hasn't done as much crazy advertising as some of the other brands out there. So if you're new to hearing about ReST, feel free to do some research and do some comparisons. This is, in my opinion, far and away above the rest. And I know it is a considered purchase and it's an investment, and it's an investment you will appreciate every single night of your life. I'm on, by the way, the King, Split King. Let's talk a little bit about the Split Top King, or the King Split Top, because that one is the one I'm most interested. I like this 2 independent beds, but I like that there's one that's connected here from the hips basically, but separated here at the upper part of your body.
Yeah, so the Split Top King is fantastic because it allows the adjustability. If one sleeping partner wants to be sitting up watching TV or again reading a book, and the other sleeping partner just wants to lay down and go to bed, you're able to do so without having to have the complete split, as you see in the center of the screen there on the Split King. A lot of couples like to have it joined there for the bottom 2/3 of the mattress while still having the flexibility for the independent articulation at the head.
Great. And the King, obviously, they're all the same size in terms of dimensions. It's just a matter of the solid King, the Split King, or the Split Top King. The other 2 options are the Twin Extra Long and the Queen. So those 2 are, all available. And boy, is this something special. I haven't mentioned, and it's so important to me to share, that these are all assembled right here in North America. I mean, you have facilities, I think I heard you say, what did you say, Chicago, and where else are your facilities? You're based in
Los Angeles, Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we build and assemble the mattresses in California, in Chicago, and also Kentucky.
That is so wonderful. We all feel good about that now more than ever before. Sorry I didn't get to mention that prior, because it's definitely of huge importance to many of us. It comes with a 10-year warranty. This is something, oh, and by the way, you've always got somebody, a technician, if you have any concerns or questions, they're there to talk you through it and to walk you through it all the way down that 10-year road. But let's talk about the whole delivery experience as well, because it's like total, you feel so pampered, and you should. This is an investment in your whole life, and this is gonna be part of the whole delivery process. It's a 2-step process, right?
Yeah, so it depends if you're buying the mattress alone or if you're buying the set. But as you mentioned at the beginning of the show, the mattress ships fully assembled, which is a huge convenience factor. You don't have to piece any of it together. You just set it in place. When you initially attach the control unit, it's very intuitive. There's just a few air hoses to connect, which are very easily identified. You snap those together, power it in, and then when you open the application for the first time, it initiates a fill sequence to inflate the mattress. So it's very, very easy as far as setup goes.
And this comes fully assembled, unlike some other guys out there. I mean, there's lots of bits and parts and pieces that get very frustrating from a couple of my friends who've made the other purchase. But this is fully assembled. It's basically kind of in a taco design, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly like that. So if you have if you buy a queen or a king, for example, it's going to be tacoed, folded right in half. So when it delivers in a single box, so they open up the box when they deliver it to your home, and then it's wrapped in plastic. So it's as simple as just opening up that plastic and then setting it on top of your existing foundation or your adjustable base if you purchase a set, snapping the hoses together, and you're off to the races. It's quite simple, actually.
And the technicians will do all of that for you. They'll set you up on your tablet or your smartphone. You know, we all have our smartphones for good reason. I mean, we do everything on them. And now you can adjust your personal sleep experience every single night with your phone. But the thing is, once you set it, and my personal position is that hybrid, that position or that nighttime mode, because it is the hybrid of manual and automatic. It doesn't just like you set it and forget it, and then it's just like it is like to that initial preference. It is every single night, it will adjust to what your body needs. I mean, let's say you're dealing with, like I said, maybe a shoulder issue or a hip issue, or maybe you just had a baby, or somebody that you know did. My daughter-in-law is having a baby in 3 weeks, and she's so ready for this to happen. But there's adjustments that need to be made as you're going through a pregnancy and after the pregnancy happens, or if you're going through any rehabilitation and that sort of thing, or health issues where you're required to be in bed for so long. You kind of just we hear about bed sores for a reason, because it's one position, one firmness. This completely conforms to whatever you want it to be. That's what I love about it. This is gonna be your best friend. I mean, you'll never wanna get out of bed because it is so inviting, and it should be. That's what sleep should be, is inviting and soothing and refreshing and renewing. Our bodies heal as we sleep. Unless you're sleeping on a mattress that feels like, when you get out of bed and you feel like, my aching hips is just too firm for me, or it's just too soft for me. This is a mattress that you can adjust from day to day, from week to week, month to month, year to year, from minute to minute. Quite frankly, I'm not overstating when I say that. That's what that individualized pressure sensing technology is all about. Unlike the other guys out there. I'm putting it out there loud and clear because I think it's just so much better, so much more impressive. I mean, this was years and years of development. And the founder of the company, an MIT grad who specialized in pressure sensing technology, and he put together this team of brilliant people to come up with a whole new concept. It's called ReST. That stands for Responsive Surface Technologies. And this is something unlike anything. If you just joined us, I mentioned at the start of the show, this was discovered in 2013 at the Consumer Electronics Show. We go to that show every single year to see what's new products and new developments and new innovations. This won awards following that. And this is now here for the first time ever on HSN. And we decided, let's make it our star of the day. I mean, normally, let's put up that graphic again, because on a normal day, I mean, you're not gonna get these prices. And I know it's not an inexpensive purchase. I truly understand that. But normally, I mean, this is actually our price today compared to what you would spend if you went directly to the ReST website. I'm looking at a difference here between sizes from $616, I think, up to $2,600 difference here today. So I know it's not one of those, okay, I'm gonna get 3, but maybe it is time to think about you and your master bed. This is something that will be kind of a dream come true experience. I think all of us feel like, oh, and one more thing, Nate, that just reminded me. This is something that you don't feel any of these pressure sensors at all. You called it like the princess and the pea. I mean, this is the layers underneath the mattress. This layer has all those pressure sensors in it. You don't even feel a thread, nothing. That's fantastic and so impressive.
Yeah, that's a fantastic point. The sensor itself really is phenomenal, and the fact that it's the perfect type of sensor for a comfort application. The problem with other sensors historically is that they have, plastic chips and all these
Right.
pieces that if you're laying on top of them, you're going to feel them. It's going to be uncomfortable. You know, you can see right there on the sample that you have in your hands,
Mm-hmm.
Callie, you know, it's a piece of fabric. And so, you know, the sensor is built, it's 4 inches underneath the surface of the mattress. And so you said, made the Princess and the Pea reference. You can't feel it. So it's the perfect type of sensor for a comfort application.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was shocked when because I know you told me about that, but then I saw that and I was like, it's literally a piece of fabric. You don't feel a thread,
Yeah.
nothing. You know how a heated blanket, you can feel the cords through it because it's giving you that extra heat. Nothing. You don't feel a single thing underneath you, even though there's a bunch of sensors under there detecting your own personal body, and targeted zones. This is individual targets for your shoulder, your head. Let's go through the targets because this is another big differentiating point. And as we're having you discuss that, Nate, I'm showing you the pressure and points that quite obviously we can see where I am needing a little extra support there. But as I change and move, it changes and moves. And this is just a visual to show you how different and how customized it happens in real time. So do you mind going through all of that again, Nate?
Sure, yeah. So again, there's the 5 different zones, starting from the head, the shoulder, the lumbar, that's a real important one, the hips, and then the leg section. And so, you know, when you get these targeted adjustments, and again, the automatic adjustments, they're intelligent. They happen for a reason. They happen because the sensor is detecting, hey, there's too much pressure in this one little area of the mattress. This zone needs to be softer. This zone over here, there's not enough support. This zone needs to be firmer. And so it's that real-time sensing. Again, there's 2,000 points of pressure
Wow.
that it's detecting. And one other thing we haven't even talked about, Callie, yet, is the bed's ability to track your sleeping patterns. And so, you know, inside the mobile application, there's a section called Night Vision, where the bed, this is how intelligent the bed is, the bed tracks your sleep. It shows you, and you can go back and review your stats about how long you slept. What time did I go to bed? What position did I sleep in last night? I was on my left side for 14% of the night. I was on my back for 46% of the night. I was in light sleep here. I was in REM sleep here. It shows you how many times you moved, how restless you are. So it really is informative about your sleeping behavior as well as making the automatic adjustments, you know, throughout the night.
It's interesting. I know I was telling you earlier, because when I wear my Fitbit, or a lot of us are fascinated. I've been fascinated by my sleep and the different, you know, patterns and the rhythms that I have and why I sleep differently at certain times. But this does it. You don't have to even have something on. I think a lot of times you get to bed and you're like, oh, well, needs a charge. So oftentimes that can't even work for you. But you're right, and it's right down here. It's so clear and clean. The app is so easy. You can see right there, you've got the 3 different modes: manual, automatic, and that's the one that I love, that position, because that gives you the hybrid of both. But if you wanted to get into that night vision down that you were just describing, I don't have any information in it because I haven't been sleeping in this bed at night, but it just really is all a touch of the button to be able to understand what your sleeping patterns are all about. I think another thing that was really impressive to me when we talked, and I thank you guys for listening, because I know this is a lot of information shared. I find it fascinating because I love sleep. I am obsessed with good sleep. I think it's the most important part of every part of our day. Whether you sleep in the day, you sleep at night, we all have different shifts and schedules, but this is a chance to really see what real sleep is and how it makes a difference in your life the next day and the day after that. Your body just feels better when you're not waking up with soreness because there's too much pressure on the hip when you needed a little bit more softness, or you need a little bit extra firmness because your lower back is a little swayed like I have. You know, this is something that customizes to me, and if it's one single king size, it still can adjust to each person individually, but the difference is being, you know, the split will give you excellent adjustability and customizability. The split top king is the one that just splits right here at, you know, from the hips up, which I am obsessed with. But again, it adjusts to each person's sleep and sleep habits and sleep or body position needs. So it's different than anything on the market, and only here today do you have a chance to get ReST at the lowest price you're gonna find. I mean, right now, right before the show, we went onto the website and I confirmed that our pricing is between $600 less from the twin extra long to $2,600 less for the king and the split top, split top king. So it's really a sensational time to do it if you're going to invest in your sleep health. And I think it's probably at the top of everybody's list, or it should be. You know, it really is something that everything surrounds it. If you sleep poorly, we behave poorly. We're short, we're irritable, and the opposite is true if you sleep well. And we all deserve a good night's sleep. It's the least we can do for ourselves. So kind of rounding things out again, if you're just tuning in, we're gonna kind of take you on a whole nother tour of what this bed is all about, because this is not just adjusting by, oh, what firmness do you like? What level do you want? Do you wanna be at a 3? Do you wanna be, you know what I'm saying? This is totally above that class. This is a class of its own, and it's here. It is just such a thrill to be here to launch this tonight. I love the fact, Nate, that this whole top portion of the mattress can be taken off. If you need to machine it or wash it, you can do that, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And I can even point out here, so there's a zipper, and you can see how the top can easily come off, easily zip off, and it is machine washable, so that's very convenient right there. I know a lot of people are concerned about hygiene these days when it comes to sleep, and so we've made it very easy to achieve that.
You know, that's a great point. I don't know of another mattress that you can just zip off the top, unless you have a mattress topper that we sell tons of them, and that's what we love, is just to know it is clean and hygienic. But it also gives you the ability to have access to the components that are within inside of this mattress. And again, so we're gonna start kind of at the beginning, talking about, I love being on this bed tonight. This is so much fun. We're gonna talk about how the targeted pressure zones, 5 different zones. This isn't like the whole mattress either, gets more firm or gets more soft. It's 5 separate targeted areas. So that's another standout feature. Do you mind talking that through and where those pressure point mattress or the components are underneath the mattress?
Yeah, and maybe I'll bring Sarah back in here
to
demonstrate exactly. So we mentioned position mode before, being a hybrid of manual and automatic mode. So I'd like to show you exactly how that works.
Great.
So with position mode, you're able to apply a memory setting based on your active sleeping position, okay? So you see here on the iPad right there that you can apply a setting for back, a memory setting for back, because the sensor knows when you're on your back. You can also apply a different setting for side, okay? Because the system knows when you're actively on your side. And so right now, the back setting is, as you can see, when I toggle between back and side, you can see the back setting is firmer than the side setting. So if Sarah now just in real time adjusts to her side, if you watch the iPad here, Sarah's changing to her side. And on the application, you see the yellow right there?
Yeah.
That's the active adjustment taking place right there. So it saw that there was a different firmness setting for the side sleeping position, and in just a moment's time, identifies the change in sleeping position and adapts.
So that is it's just phenomenal to me. That is in the moment, real time, second by second pressure sensing. Yep. I mean, there's
literally.
And again, 23 global patents. This is something unlike you've ever seen. It really is. And ReST, it's available in very high-end kind of boutique type sleep stores where, it's not something that is available to the masses, at least not yet. But it's just getting warming up, because this is gonna change everything about the way our expectations will change, especially if you've experienced it or are about to, because it's gonna be delivered to you in a little bit. Once again, I mentioned the savings today. I'd love to remind you of financing options. You can do a 5 flex on, if you have a favorite card that you love because you get points, totally understand, use it. 5 flex, and that gives you an opportunity to spend as little as, let's see, $799.80 up to about $1,500 on your first payment. The first payment will include tax, but no shipping, because that's included. There's 18 months of VIP financing for HSN card holders. That is phenomenal. 18 months. You will have a year and a half to pay this off. So your payments will be as low as $222 for the twin extra long, and it will be about $416 a month for the, let's see, the split king and the split top king. Those, you guys, this is such an incredible time to put that HSN card to work, because 18 months to pay it off, you don't pay interest on those individual payments, 1 month at a time, $400 a month-ish if you're getting the two of the splits or the, you know, top split kings. That is nothing when you think about how valuable it is to feel better and have energy and to let your body heal and restore and renew. I feel like it's the least we can do for ourselves is give our bodies a chance to just be comfortable in whatever position you love most. And you know, it's interesting now, Nate, when you buy any other type of mattress, you basically have to commit to, okay, I'm gonna go with the firm, or I'm gonna go with that, that soft, because and then you get it and you go, oh my gosh, it was great for a little bit, but then I don't know what happens 6 months down the road or 5 years down the road, it's just not giving me the kind of support it used to. We change over the course of our lives, but this mattress changes with us. Other mattresses don't. They stay the same as they were day one.
Yeah, that's a great point. And, you know, this is really the closest thing to, if you want to call it a one-size-fits-all mattress, because it offers you that adjustability. And just to be clear, you know, you might ask, well, how adjustable is it? The air chambers are 5.5 inches in height. So from head to toe, you have a 5.5-inch adjustable range. That's a very significant range of adjustability. And so the fact that you have such a massive range really does make it accommodate most people.
That's a really good point. We're showing here the layers that you were just talking about. The top cover that you can see, that 4-inch gel infused memory foam is so soft. This is like the coolest, softest thing I've ever sat on. I mean, it's a noticeable difference. In fact, we came to the studio before the show and I asked my producer, I'm like, have you sat on it, Kevin? Sit and lay on it. I made him lay down. I'm just like, I'm gonna be like the biggest ambassador for this brand because it's just such an incredible, noticeable difference. And then all the other layers that I didn't get to show you or elaborate on. A question just came in on Facebook, Nate, about weight capacity for the beds.
Yeah, so the weight capacity is 750 pounds per side.
Wow.
So if you have a king mattress, that's 750 per side. Yeah, we're not messing around here. The air system is extremely durable. So it has a very high weight capacity.
So would you do me a favor and explain why we would either want to go with the mattress and the adjustable base versus just the mattress? Because just the mattress is an option, which will give you a different item number in a little bit. But how would you guide us?
Yeah, so I'll start by saying that, you know, one of the great things about the mattress is that it is a universal fit with any type of frame or base or box spring. You know, it'll work on a traditional box spring. It'll work on a platform base. You don't need an adjustable base for it to work, although it is a fantastic setup when you buy it as a set, utilizing the adjustable base. So the universal flexibility is a huge benefit, first of all, there. And then, you know, the other benefit we talked about a little bit earlier, Callie, in the show, about how adjustable bases complement the product. Because again, when you articulate the base, you are actively changing your body's pressure against the surface, which is making the rest bed come to life, basically, because you're triggering the bed to make those targeted adjustments automatically.
I'm lifting my legs and I've got my head raised.
Yeah.
I love both. And what you said earlier is so cool too, in that do you see how high my legs are right now? This is so awesome. I've had such issues with my feet lately, and all I want is to have my legs raised. I can't get enough pillows under my legs to make it work. This is so comfortable, but look at what happened to the base down there. It totally does the work for you, and so does this bed, does the work for you. But it's just so cool how that changes the pressure that I'm putting onto the mattress. So this is giving me a totally different level of support based on how much more weight I have here, because my legs are elevated and so is my head. This is so nice. So the adjustable base works independent of the mattress, the smart bed. I don't even want to call it a mattress because it's so not just a mattress, it's a smart bed with customizability just beyond anything you could imagine. I do wish you guys could just lay down next to me and feel what I feel, because it is just, it's so soothing, it's so comforting. It just feels like it's the perfect fit for my body. And then, you know, if my man was laying next to me, it would be the perfect fit for him too. And he's got a totally different body type and frame and different pressure points and needs. I am really, really excited that we have this brand at HSN. I know, I want to say thank you for choosing HSN to be your platform to want to get this good news out to America, because this isn't a brand that has spent millions and millions of dollars every single month on advertising the way other manufacturers have. And that's why I'm going to really consider this kind of the best little secret. And you have a chance to try something that will change your life. A great mattress, a great sleep system can change your life. And there's, in my opinion, no other mattress or system out there better. It is a smart bed. It does all the work for you. It customizes to your day-to-day needs, your night-to-night needs, your minute-to-minute needs. So in a nutshell, and I know time flies as we do this together, Nate, in a nutshell, if somebody just tuned in and is seeing this for the very first time, what would you, I know you led the team to the development of this smart bed, how would you explain it to somebody in a sentence or two, Nate?
Yeah, just to summarize it real briefly, it is a bed that offers you head-to-toe firmness adjustability, and the mobile application allows you to control those multiple zones either manually, or the sensing technology allows you to do it, the bed to do it automatically on your behalf. And it works fantastically in conjunction with an adjustable base. As you see, Sarah ended up in a similar articulated position as you did.
Yep, that's the one.
And so it's wonderful with adjustable bases, but it's going to be a bed that's going to give you the head-to-toe firmness adjustability day after day, week after week, year after year that our bodies need.
And I think I kind of deduced it down to three major points that differentiate ReST from the competitors out there. You know, one main one, but I think the modular design is one that I think is really cool, because you can take this top mattress off and machine wash it and have access to the components on the inside of the bed. I think the 5 targeted zones is something that the other guys just don't have. They just don't. And I think that's really, really important. The adjustability of the base, to be able to put this on any other bed or base, or the adjustable base, I think that's another really key component or a differentiating factor to consider. Which one am I missing? I think there's something else that just sets you apart.
Automatic, automatic, automatic.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
The other guys, you literally have to adjust it based on what you want in that moment. This automatically adjusts to what your body needs and feels. If you change, it senses it. It's so fascinating. Did you say there's 2,000 little sensors in that thin layer of fabric?
Yeah, there's 2,000 points of pressure that are being detected at a 1-inch resolution for each side of the bed. So for a queen-size bed, a king-size bed, there's a total of 4,000 points of pressure. And all that data, all that sensor data being collected in real time every single second, that feeds into the AI inside, into the intelligent adjustments that the system makes. You know, the AI inside is what feeds the automatic controls of the system. It knows when and where it needs to do whatever it needs to do to keep your body's balance, your pressure in balance. And so, yeah, 4,000 points of pressure actively scanning in real time is what really sets it apart.
Boy, that is huge, 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 huge. I wanted to address the shipping once again. First of all, it's free shipping. You don't pay a thing. This is all part of this day and this celebration of your sleep health. You're going to get 2 deliveries. The first one, you'll get a call, or you're gonna get your base delivered by, I think it's FedEx. And then you will get a phone call to set up the time that works best for you for the smart bed to be delivered. So that way, when the technicians arrive, white glove delivery is part of this experience. They will set up the base first, then they'll put the smart bed on top, and they'll set the whole thing up, get you all hooked up with your tablet or your phone to get the app all ready to go, and you're done, you're set, you're ready. Did I miss anything as part of that delivery experience, Nate?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, the whole process takes about 20 minutes to set it up. Like I say, it's pre-assembled. So, I mean, that saves a lot of the work for you. It's simply snapping 4 hoses together that are clearly labeled. It's very obvious when they're connected. And then you plug the control unit into the power source, into the wall, and then open up the app, and it automatically initiates the inflation sequence for the bed. So the setup, it really is a breeze, but you have the 2-man crew that's there on site to assist you in that process.
And with everything as it is these days, you know, they'll have their gloves and their masks and do the whole thing as required. Yep. With what we're going through. Several people are on Facebook asking about sheets, and I would suggest if you're getting the split king like this one, the twin extra long sheets are what you want for individual mattresses. So we do have the twin extra long sheets in several of our different linen houses at HSN. We would also encourage you with the other ones, the queen or any of the kings, with the exception of the split. You can use your regular king or queen sized sheets. Once again, all our options today. There's 5 choices. Twin XL, the queen, king, split king, which is essentially 2 twin extra longs, and then the split top king, which is the one I'm eyeing. And that one, could you use, what kind of sheet would you use on the twin split top king?
Yeah, for the split top king, there's a new size. It's becoming more and more common. They're not that hard to find for sheets. They're called either split top or flex top size or style sheets.
Gotcha.
Which are designed exactly for that, for the split top mattress design.
Okay, very, very cool. I know
Yep.
that we are gonna tell you a little bit more about the other option. If you don't want the adjustable base, I think the adjustable base is the best way to go. Some of you may already have an adjustable base from maybe a previous purchase of a customizable or, you know, I don't know how to say it without naming names, but with other mattresses that you've purchased in the past. So if you do have an adjustable base, you may wanna just get the mattress today or the smart beds today. But what we see on the screen right now with those prices, and again, you're saving between $600 and $2,600 today. Again, from Twin XL to the split king that we are offering, or the split top king. So again, huge savings. There's free shipping. There's either 5 flex or 18 months of VIP financing. HSN card holders, this is the day to put that card to use, because you're literally paying between $200 and about $400 a month. And that's just over every single little month that comes by. You don't have to, we don't wait for your final payment before you get your mattress. You're gonna have this upon your order, and they'll set that delivery situation up with you. But HSN card holders, and 18 months, that is something we do very rarely, but we're doing it with this. In realizing it's a considered purchase, there's no question about it. Any mattress is. But oftentimes, you know, like I said, you get a mattress thinking this is the one, this is the right firmness for us. And then you change over time and you just have a different need down the road. Well, if that happens, and it will, your smart bed that you're buying here tonight will change with you. With every changing mood, every changing body situation, every partner that sleeps in it, it can become that personalized sleep experience that you've always thought would be a dream